아닐까?
Leave it.
어디서나 비었나?
Let's go, let's go. Ha, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Ruang itu nggak ruang.
Observe.
Burn it down!
Be silent.
Light it up!
The night cometh.
Rise with the sun!
Observe.
Ok, vamos pra cá. Esse com poupitos. Segura Ok. Espera un momento.
Did you hear what
This
happened
guy
with
in
the
that
sky
land.
in that land?
Oh, what happened now?
Did you hear what happened with the sky
Come on,
in
you
that
see?
land?
This guy in Natlam. Oh, what happened now?
Déjame ver.
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs.
Oh my god.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange...
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the wild hunt will be sure to drag him.
Thank you for waiting.
That's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsliff get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsliff already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarier's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room, but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarier's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard?
funciona,
That
¿no?
makes
Eso, ¿no?
sense. Alright, got it.
Good. Please,
Yo
take a
estoy de
seat.
cuarto ahí.
We'll get started momentarily.
Mucho. Míralo ahí. Pide
So-
mucho cuarto.
Did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything
Sí.
else?
He told me that he
No
believes
bueno
Rarier
eso.
kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
Alright, I'm good to go.
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top-secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. All tucked inside a it's a list, but at this stage I have no idea who any of them even are. Wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Seems like it has to be inserted into that camouflage device nearby. Aha! It's an audio recording.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear, I know what I saw!
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the Runfarther residence has concluded. We apprehended the target and filed the mission report last night. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rarier's targets? He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed. He looks even gloomier than last time.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't... Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized and... Male. 6. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedelflnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject. And the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rayrir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rehir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time, too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet...
¿Cuánto es eso?
Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he takes the same road to work every day, as if nothing ever happened?
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You call that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone was accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, you seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone.
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. And the prey won't sense a thing.
I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death in your death.
I work clean. No traces.
Doesn't make it open or the killing just happens to make you lay down.
That won't happen.
Instead, ever since she found the cells that hour, she was able to take out a handful of the
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies. It all adds up.
You know why the was it because he didn't suffer? Or something else? No!
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes.
The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later, it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad it's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Huh. Wait. That's... Thalindis? No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifalnir. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifalnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifalnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Rerir, are you there? Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is, it must be big trouble.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sertologi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Roptatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you, so at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, You'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatyr more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Revir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Oh, crap.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
Ok, vamos allá.
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
The Lindis. Did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, the Lindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Tu tamanho. Tamanho. No, no, no. Está mal, mal, mal.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rheindotter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedifalnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedifulnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Felindus?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be, and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose. Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? By the Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
Grab the engine!
Let's go! Scratch! Sayonara special! Lash it!
Try and stop!
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it? What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
Você viu que eu perguntei pra você o setor de Gillette? Não trabalho aqui não. Ah, você não setor de ovo, setor de queijo.
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Light it up!
Good luck! Shake it and stir!
Seek within. No more. I saw this coming.
I'm a rock! Look at you!
Close your eyes to dust.
Rise with the sun!
No, tiene que poner agua.
He's great fairy. Don't.
Pyroclastic surge!
You on this?
Be silent. Burn no more.
You on this?
Rise with the sun!
Uy, no. No sé, terrible, loco.
Flash attack!
Full throttle! Light of the blazing sun! Is this our fate?
Let's go. Go claw! Yeah! Chew on this! I'm a rock! Huh, I'm here. Yeah! Go claw! Ding dong! Pew pew! Go claw! I wanna... cupcake. I can't keep my eyes...
Tengo que cambiar a Diona, loco. Yo sí.
Wait for my signal.
Ahora sí.
Get with me!
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? On Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
Light it up!
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed. But if they were ever gonna.
Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't.
That sounded like an What other mean? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the University.
adds up. The mystery unravels.
Get with me!
Close your eyes.
Lash attack! Our bond is strong. Lightning, terrified! Ready?
Rise with us!
To dust.
No more lies.
Ready? Stand with me!
It all adds up. The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth.
Look, the rainbow!
Light it up! Red!
Be silent.
Rise with us!
Ding dong, weather buff! Out of my way!
It all adds up. The mystery unravels. No more lies.
So close!
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Can't hide the truth.
Light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
Stand with me!
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
What's that?
Reverie. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Felindus? No, don't do it! Felindus! Felindus!
I told you, Reverie. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rare, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rare. Rare.
Flindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rare? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. Find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Phew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss! Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frostmoon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean, loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now, squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them.
You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check... If someone sent me a letter to the Academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful. Look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but I believe there are still people getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to... Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana. This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers. As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, They do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge. As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. Great letter. Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go. And the sender is... Huh? Sage Cyrus of Spontamod. I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. Moving on. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box? I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been... I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands? Wait, could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into Iyab and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Iyab and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to Tulatala. We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes, up until now. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done. Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, all right?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it, it's fine.
But never.
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Iab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Iab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some Eob hospitality?
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well. So let's indulge in a few drinks together, in celebration of this momentous occasion.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eob's
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours, and so is the mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eob, yes?
The Eob are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Eob have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, you'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eob, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies. Weren't the Eob your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50 million mora.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.